Hi all, I wanted to make a quick video on my one and done series. This one indicator can do many things, more than 20 things. I've discussed this indicator probably in the past as well, but we'll go ahead and see how I would use it today if I had to use it today. Before I begin, I would like to mention that this is an educational channel. All content over here is for the sake of education. Kindly read the disclaimer you see on the screen and in the description below. And before you make or take any financial decisions, please consult your personal financial advisor. With that said, let's proceed. So on this chart, there is only one indicator that is being used, and it's doing a couple of things for us. These are the things that I use on a day-to-day basis. I use an indicator called CM-EMA trend bars, which shows me EMA 34. Of course, that has got the ability to show me an uptrend and downtrend in different colors, which this one does not have. It will show me a single line, but that's fine. I'm able to see EMA 34 over here in this yellow line. I use VWAP on a daily basis. This is showing me VWAP in the form of a blue line. I generally use VWAP every day, day in and day out. In my indicator settings, VWAP is generally white, but over here I don't have the ability to change the color, so I'm letting it be blue. The third thing I always use is Fibonacci pivots, and I'm using Fibonacci pivots over here as well. As a bonus, I'm getting buy and sell signals from this indicator, so it's doing multiple things and it's capable of doing much more than this. I'm only using say 10-15% of what this indicator is actually capable of. It is capable of much more, many more things. So let's do one thing. Let's create a new page. We'll start with the indicator from scratch, and I'll try to make it exactly like the way you see it over here from scratch. All right, so let's make a copy. Let's call it something. Let's say save. So now a new copy will come up, and once that has come up, we shall delete the indicators from here. I'll remove the indicator. All right, so now I don't have any indicator on the screen. So let's start from scratch. The indicator that we will be using is called DIY Custom Strategy Builder. It's by ZPayup. I'll leave the name of the indicator and the author name in the comment section and pin it so that you have no difficulty finding it. It's a very famous indicator. As you can see, more than 13,300 people have saved this as a favorite. So let's click on it. Okay, I've saved it by default the way I'm using it. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and reset the settings. So once you reset the settings, just give it a moment. It's a very heavy indicator, but it's because it's capable of doing many things. By default, the indicator comes like this. All right. So it's by default, it's showing you buy and sell. It's showing you supply zone. It'll probably show you demand zone also, where it'll see some demand kind of a thing. It'll show you demand also. I'm just trying to find. Anyways, you get the idea. Basically, it's showing supply zone over here. Then they're showing you some time zones, and it's showing you this table. All of this we don't need in our day-to-day work. All right, I'll show you how I would edit this moving forward. So I would first of all go to style. Let's go to input first, and I'll go to input. I'll get rid of the things I don't want. So I am going to be using EMA. I'm not going to be using the supply and demand. I'm not going to be using this PVSRA. I'm not going to be using this market session. What I'm going to be using is EMA, and what I'm going to be using is pivots. So I'm going to be using pivots. All right. So EMA and pivots along with VWAP. Three things I'm going to be using: EMA, pivots, and VWAP. As you can see, it's capable of doing or showing you so many things. If you count over here, there are 19 things over here, and with a little more, it can do much more than this also. But there are 19 things on the switchboard itself that it's telling you it can do. Out of those 19, we are using only 3. That is EMA, VWAP, and pivots. Now let us go one by one on how we would be using it. So this is Fibonacci. We're not using it. EMA we are using, we are going to disable all of this. We will only use one EMA. If you want, you can use two as well. EMA 34, I'll let the color be yellow. EMA is 34, I'll disable all this also, 2, 3, 4. So only EMA 1 we are using, and EMA 1 we are using with the EMA being 34, and I get this yellow line which is working on exponential moving average 34. All right, what is the next thing that we are using? We are using a VWAP, right? So let's go to the VWAP settings. Okay, VWAP settings, there's not much I can change over here. So let's go to the style section. Over here I'll have a VWAP setting. I'll make this line a little thicker, and I'll say step line with breaks, because that's the way I like to use VWAPs. So there you go, VWAP has become step line with breaks. On my normal indicators, my VWAP is always white with step line with breaks. In this case I can't change the color, so let it be blue. So we have already sorted the EMA, which is 34, and it's showing me VWAP also at the rate blue color. All right, what is the next thing we wanted? The next thing we wanted is Fibonacci pivots, right? So Fibonacci pivots is over here. Pivots we have ticked that we are going to use pivots. So let's go to the pivot section. Now this is the pivots levels. Over here we will select Fibonacci, let it be on auto. Number of pivots back 1, because we don't want to see yesterday's pivots, only today. And we shall make some color changes. Generally I keep my center pivot at red, so I'll make that red. Then it is S1 R1 I keep yellow, then S2 R2 I make blue, and then S3 white and R3 white, because in Fibonacci pivots it does not show you after S3 and R3, it does not show S4 R4 S5 R5. All right, so there are pivots also sorted. There is something coming over here which is tables that we don't want to see, so we'll go to the style section. We will delete the tables. Anything else that we want to delete? Pine labels, no, we don't want to delete that. Boxes, let's just let whatever remaining is there, let it be there. So that's it, guys. As you can see, we have fixed all the things that we want. It's all fixed. We don't want this rational quadratic curl, tick it off. All right, that's it, we are done. If there's anything else that we want to get rid of, we shall see moving forward. But there you go, one indicator showing me VWAP with this blue line with breaks. EMA 34 is the yellow line. I always use EMA 34, which is nothing but CM EMA trend bars. I always use Fibonacci pivots. That's also shown over here. I pretty much don't need anything. As a bonus, I'm getting this buy and sell signals also. That is your choice. If you want to keep it, keep it. Otherwise, there will be some switch somewhere to turn off this buy and sell settings also. I let it be there because, I mean, it doesn't cause me any harm. So let it be there. So this is how Nifty would look. This is how mid-cap would look. Mid-cap will not come up because for mid-cap, you will need to have the futures chart. Here it's telling you no volume data. It needs certain data to generate the chart, which is not going to be available for mid-cap and fin Nifty. So for mid-cap and fin Nifty, you will have to use futures chart. For Nifty, Bank Nifty, it will work for both futures and well as spot. All right. So this is Bank Nifty. Give it a moment. It's a very heavy indicator. So this is how Bank Nifty looks. As you can see on Friday, when it opened below the pivot, and then it was below EMA 34, it was below VWAP, and then from here people would have shorted and gone all the way down. It stopped before S3, because had it gone below S3, then it would have not come back into the range. I keep telling that once candles go like in Nifty, you can see it's gone below the S3, it will not come back into this range. 70-80% of the time, once it goes below S3 or it goes above R3, it does not come back into the range again. So Nifty went out and didn't come back into the range, and Bank Nifty just from S3 it went back. That's all we need, guys. BSE looked like this. Again, I'm not trying to discuss stocks over here. I'm just discussing the stock to show you the indicator. Crude oil looked like this on the 5 minutes time frame. As you can see, it's given one perfect blue signal over here. Long signal over here, which is pretty accurate. My other indicators has given me long signals over here, which is actually a more accurate signal, because you don't have to go through this up and this down motion. Once you will get in over here, it's all the way up. And that I've discussed in my Sigma membership section, where I've made a video this morning called MACD Masters. That's a very elaborate setup, which has got 4 primary indicators and 4 secondary indicators, but it's a very spot on kind of a setup. I mean, if you're working with that, then chances of you going wrong are very simple. But leaving that aside, this is as good as a setup that one can have with only one indicator. It can't get better than this with one indicator. Plus, I'm leaving room over here for you to add any other indicator that you want, because I'm only using one indicator in this and my job is done. So you still have, after you use this setup of mine, you still have the option of adding one more indicator, whatever it can be. It can be an MACD, it can be anything else that you want to add, maybe an RSI or something. That space is already left for you, because I am not using more than one indicator in this. All right, so this is how I would use this one and done indicator. I'll leave the name of the indicator and the author in the comment section. I don't need anything more than this. Basically, this is how my trading page also is set up on my trading panel. These are the basic elements I use where I take my trades. There's always a Fibonacci pivot, there's always a EMA 34 running, and there's always a VWAP. These 3 things, if I get, I'm very comfortable. And in this case, I'm able to do all the 3 things with only one indicator, which I've just shown you. All right, let's get back to Nifty, and Nifty look like this. That's it, it's done. We don't need anything else. Actually, what I can do is I can just click over here and then go over here and tell this indicator save as default, and that way this is going to be saved as default. Now every time I use this indicator, now suppose I don't, I'll delete this, it's gone. Now every time I click on it, DIY, it'll come up with my settings, because I've saved this as default. I don't need to keep doing it again and again, right? These labels over here also, you can, if you want to have these labels, you can have. Otherwise, when you go to Fibonacci pivots, it's got the option of don't show labels. You can tick that, then that way this S3, R3 and P and all will not be seen. But I like seeing it because I want to know where the labels are. That's how it is for me. It's your choice, but if you don't want it, there's an option not to be there. If you don't want this long and short to not be there, that also will be available. It's a very elaborate indicator. I would strongly suggest don't try to make use of everything in it, because the page will get too confusing. Even though it can do more than 19-20 things, I think it can do much more than that also. I would suggest you stick to what you understand and don't try to overdo things. I understand Fibonacci pivots, I understand EMA 34, and I understand VWAP. So I'm using these 3 elements from an indicator that can do more than 20 things. I would suggest if there are other areas that you specialize in, use those settings from the options available. It's a very big indicator. It's capable of doing many more things. All right. But I showed you how I would use it, because these are my needs. As long as I get these 3 things, I'm quite happy, which is Fibonacci pivots, EMA 34 and VWAP. With that, I'm pretty much happy. All right. So on that note, guys, I'll end this video. Thank you so much for watching. This is going to be one of those good videos in my one and done series. And I think I've made a few, but every time I make a video, I think this is the best job I can do with this indicator, and then after a few months I again come up with something better. So right now, if I have to use this indicator right now, I would use it this way. All right. On that note, guys, I'll end this video. If you're already a subscriber, consider becoming a member on the channel. There are 2 membership members available. One is called the channel supporter, starting at only 89 rupees a month. And there's a Sigma channel, Sigma group, which is a little more expensive, but absolute value for money. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, then please subscribe to the channel. We have more than 50-60 videos now in our membership exclusive area. What else? Please join our free Telegram channel. The link is given in the description in all our videos. Members have access to WhatsApp channel as well. And buy all your Amazon products. There's an Amazon sale going on at this point of time between 12th and 14th. Buy all your Amazon products from our Amazon affiliate link given in the description. You'll probably get good deals and you don't pay anything extra. We make a small commission on every time you make a purchase through our affiliate link. So good deals are currently going on Amazon. Try to make the best use of it. All right. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.